Good morning, guys. We're at part 2. I hope you guys come back. I hope you guys came back to see the second part. So let me show you the finished project on my cover. It dried, and this is the inside. It's got that gloss on it. Let me see if you can see it. There you go. See? And it's got the spine, and it's got this glossiness. Okay. So now let me show you what we do for the holes. Now, this is what I was telling you about the template. I made my own template. What you do is, you see how that fits in there perfectly? You just make sure it's even, but I'm not going to show you this way. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, you need, now this is going to be hard to see this. The spine on here, hold on, was 1.5, remember? So you're going to need a piece of paper, just like I showed you. This is, we can't use this one because it's too small. Let's see about this one. Yep, that's 7.5. So we'll use this paper. So now I need it 7.5 by 1.5. So we're gonna do, let's do it this way. 1.5. Okay, so put that over there. Now, what you're going to need to do, if I set it away, is that if you have the Tim Holtz ruler, it will help you measure out it evenly. So you already know, upside down, that this is 1.5, correct? So if you take this, and you make it even. Well, first of all, let's find our 1.5 inch down, because we gotta do it this way. You think that's about 1/4? So we're gonna find our half evenly here. Let me move over so you guys can see better. You definitely have to find your middle here. Okay, so, that's about the middle of this paper. So I'm going to put a little dot. Use a pencil so you can erase if you need to. So that's my middle. And from this side over, I want to make 1 inch over. You can choose whatever measurements you want. You just got to make sure whatever you have here is here. Same thing evenly. Or you can do whatever you want. It's up to you. But I do it to make it even, to look halfway decent. So, from here to here is 1 inch. So, I want to do 1 inch here. And I'm going to do 1 inch here. So, now, we want to go here. So, since this is the inch spot, I want to make this even here. Okay? Well, I made that perfectly. I get happy for when I do something actually right without even putting too much focus on it. So then I want to make sure this is half. Okay, and then I want to space mine every 1/4 of an inch to make it even. So, because I'm going to use 5 signatures. So I'm going to do it here, here, and here. Okay, so that will be 5 signature holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Now you come down here and do the same thing. Make them even. I should make this a lot even to make sure it's even. Okay, come down here. Okay, so whoop. No, it's not okay. There you are. So you make this the center. Okay, and then you got your 5. Now you do the last one. I'll turn it upside down so you guys can see it better. It's the center. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm going to keep this the top, so write top on this so you don't get confused, just in case you poke the holes and it's not quite even. You'll know later that this is the top, and you just add on the, you measure it in the right way, you have it good. If that made any sense, I don't know. So let's come to here. Now this is my top because my little branches are sticking up. So this is my top. So put this here. I need one more thing. I gotta find it. I want to use this because that's some foam. And you're going to need my pokey tool. Where's my pokey tool? Oh, here it is. It's hiding behind my laptop. You're going to need a piercer. I have this one, so I'm using this. So now I want 2 paper clips. Just in case these things want to move. Well, the paper want to move. Ugh. You get one and you drop one. Okay, so I want to make this even. Make sure it's even and it sits inside your spine perfectly. Okay, that looks good to me. What about you? Does that look good, guys? Go up a little bit. Somebody told me to go up a little bit. I heard you. Come on. Sorry. So it sits in perfectly. You see how it sits in? Awesome. Awesomeness. So let's put the paper clip on it here and put it here so this doesn't move very much on you. So we now start the holes. So now you want to make sure this is down and don't move this too much, okay? Just poke the hole. And that's it. And then you just continue on. Man, my foam is too hard. There you go. Make sure the hole went through. Then do the top. There you go. There you go. So now we go to this one. Start from the middle. This one. There you go. Whew. And that's that part. So now you can take this off. And you can save these. Save this template for you in the future. When you make another book like this, you will have this for you for the next time. Now, we can move this to the side because now we're going to do the papers, the signatures. Okay, so I made some ahead of time, but I want to show you. I made the folder, That's what everything's going to sit in, and it's got pockets. Okay. And then I did some coffee dye paper. Then I did 2 pieces of paper. They're copy sheet papers that I printed line on it on the front and back so people can journal in it. Then I just did this, I don't know, piece of cardstock. It's got the Merry Happy Christmas and little sayings on it. Okay. Then I did this one. Another one, I'll probably make something in there, make it like a little pocket or something. So we have that one. Then I did another coffee dye one, because I will glue these and make this as a pocket. Because like I said, I'm going to use this as a journal, album, so they can use it for the holiday. And then I did 2 more papers. And I made an envelope with the envelope board. And this envelope was done for the measurements of, I believe it was 4 by 6. No, this one was 4 by, where's my ruler? Oh, here, right here. This one was, oh, come on, there you go. 4, no, this was 6 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so on here, I don't know how I got that measurement, because I did 4 by 4 and 6.5. I don't know how I got that measurement, but yeah, I got that. You can use whatever measurements you want in the envelope. You can even take regular envelopes and use it. So I'm going to want this to be facing here, because it's going to be closed up like this, and you're going to be able to put stuff in like this. So you want to keep this open, okay? And I have some doilies, whatever, and I'm going to put that in there. So before I do that, I want to show you how I made this pocket. So we're going to need a piece of regular cardstock, decorated paper, and you're going to need to cut it down. The paper is going to be ruler. Where did you guys see where I put the ruler? Huh? No? Okay. You see? I am all over the place. This is why I don't do tutorials. So now, if this paper, it measures width sides 9.5, and it measures at 7.5, you're going to have to make sure your paper has an extra inch on this way and an extra 2 inches this way, because the pocket is 2 inches additional. Okay, and each one of these is a half, so you're going to need a half on each side. So now if this is 9.5, you will need 10.5. If this is 7.5, you're going to need 9.5. So what you do is cut the paper 10.5. Make sure, because this is the width, make sure you decorate however you want it. It has to look this way. And try not to use like words or animal prints or something like that, because you will take this and flip it up, and you don't want your, your words or your animals upside down. So try to think of that too. And this is going to be 9.5. Okay. Keep that, because you never know, you can use those papers for something else. Now we need our scoreboard. I got my Martha, whatever her name is, Stewart scoreboard. I don't go by the names. I go by, it's big. I like things big. So now this is at the 10.5. You're going to want to score it. Oops, I dropped my paper. Drop that one. You're going to score it at, first we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Whoops. Try not to poke down too hard because you don't want to poke a hole. Then you're going to score it at 5 1/4. That's halfway through. I hope. And then you're going to come over and go at 10. Score at 10. Now take it and turn it to your left one time. And score at, I believe, 7.5 because that's the length of the paper and you got 2 inches left over. So 7.5. Okay, if it's thicker paper, if it's really thick paper, you might want to go over it a couple times or go on the back way. Now, you want to kind of like, what do you call these things? Fold it in your lines. Fold it where the lines are, your scored areas are. Now, to make this line, I'm going to show you. That was my tape. It's okay. You take this. It's going to be hard because I don't know if you're going to see the lines. You see the score line right there? The score line right there. You're going to make like a kind of like a triangle cut. Come from here. You can make it as big as you want or as small as you want up to that line. That's it. That's all you do. Open it up. Fold it. And there's your line, your pocket. Okay? So now we want to come over here on this end. And you see that score line? You want to go on the left of it and cut up that line. To this score line. Okay? Now you're going to be on this side. Cut it on the right side of the score line. You can cut it straight, you can cut it angle, it doesn't matter, it's up to you how you want it to look like. Then you come up here and you make a snip. Then go on the other side, do the same thing, but instead of cutting this side, the left side, you want to cut on the right side of the score line. And the reason why you do that is so when you fold the flap over on it, it doesn't bundle up because you have extra. So I did the other side straight, I'm going to do that straight. And then on top, you're going to slit. So that's it. Making sure it's still got recording. And you just fold these. Now, on this edge right here, because you're going to be folding this and you don't want the, you want this right here so you have room to put the paper instead of it cutting off. You want to, right there, snip, snip. That's it. So do it to the other side. Sorry for the shadow. I hope you guys can see okay. Snip. Snip. That's it. So move them out of the way. Now this is where you use your glue again. And you glue here. You can use tape. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you want. Come on, glue. Okay. And you just fold over. Okay. Do the same thing to this. Yeah. I got strands on my hand now. To make it easier, just make sure you enforce the score line so it'll be easier for you when you close this with the glue. Like I'll do it on this side to make it easier when I close it. Making sure I still have time. Okay, and seal. And then do this side. And that's it. Okay, so now you have a pocket for your book. So let me pull up my book to show you how it would fit. If I did it correct. Now, when you put it in, look how this is. See? See how much I have? Now remember, I told you guys before where I measured this as 7.5. These papers here are 7.5, but my book, I forgot that I measured my book was 7 3/4. That's why I had these at 7.5, because you need to make it a 1/4 inch shorter so they don't stick out. You can make it as even as the book. You can, if you like that, because there's plenty of books that are same. But I kind of like it when it has a little bit smaller, just in case your paper isn't even when you fold them. I hope that made sense. So now we have that. Now all you have to do now is make your papers. The papers again. You should not make your papers. Well, you should make your papers, not shouldn't. When they're folded and they go inside, they should be no bigger than 4 3/4. Okay? And no higher than 7.5. Okay? Because you want them, this will be fixed when you you stitch it inside. You will have to make sure they're smaller than the book. You don't want anything sticking out, unless you do. That's up to you. It's your choice. Now, I hope that I kind of accomplished everything you guys needed to know. So, I'm going to end it here. Well, first of all, let me tell you about this. I got to find it. Where did I put it? Did you guys see where I put the paper? Okay, you see this? I don't know where the other one went. I'll just have to find it. Now this one here, it's the same thing, 7.5, but you have to put an extra 4 inches on it. Instead of making this 4 3/4. Okay, instead of making it 4 3/4, let me show you. Or 4. I'm sorry, this one should be that, but I made it smaller. You need to make sure your flap is 2 inches more. So you will have it inside the pocket, and to make sure it doesn't stick out. And I think I made it smaller because it was an accident, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's however everybody wants to put theirs. And I chose to make the pockets a little smaller to have it fit in better. So let me put that in here. Put that in here. So that's the signature. If you want to add anything else, that's up to you. Your choice. Now I'm going to end it from here, and then we're going to put your signatures together, and then I'll show you how the next video how to put your signatures in again. I already did, but just in case, we'll do that one. Okay? Okay, guys, until my next video, please come back to my part 3. I know these are long, but it's the best I can do to explain how I do my work. Okay, guys, until my next video, bye.